Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Kind of a cool pattern, kind of easy, and there's a lot you could do with it after you've done so far. I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to draw a square, and I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page, and I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. Then I'm going to take a 2-point line, holding down the control button, then hit P. Because I only want to write in this half section. I've already kind of forgot what I was doing, how I did it. So let's make this a little bit bigger. I just took 2 ellipses to make this shape, fill that in with the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to go ahead and hit P, and I'm going to left click, right click. That kind of gives us a starting point. It needs to be a little bit bigger, holding down the shift key. Now I'm going to move it to, like, you don't have to be, at the bottom. You do want it to be in the center. So we want to snap to it, snap to that line. Now we want to take this line. I'm going to take the 3-point curve line, and I'm going to try to keep up with this same arch. So I'm going to go right there, and I'm going to go like right there, and then I'm going to arch it. And see, I'm trying to keep that line kind of like flowing. And then from here, you could do almost anything. I want to put a little bit more of an arch on it. That still kind of looks flowing. And you could have that, and then take your 3-point line again and maybe come inside and maybe do that. But we want to come outwardly again and pretty far. So this is going to look totally different than my first one I did. Then I'm not drawing on this side. I don't like that right there. I'm drawing on just one side. So I'm going to make this more rounded. But I'm still trying to keep this line a continuation of that. Now I'm going to take I can take a 2-point line, but I'm going to go and make it a 3-point line and go from like right there and just, you know what, I'm going to angle it down. Now I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete that half. I'm going to take my line I drew down the middle and delete it. I'm going to take my square and delete it. And I am going to fix that right there first before I do anything, even though it really doesn't matter. Just trying to make it look flowing. Still not perfect. And I'm going to weld all these lines together. But then I'm going to make them something other than a hairline. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take this and Control D to make a duplicate. While holding down the control button, I'm going to mirror it and see what I've got so far. I mean, and you could add to this. Now, we do have breaks in the line, but we can fix that after we're through. Now I'm going to take and group this together, Control G, Control D, and I'm going to mirror it down. But then I'm going to take and Control G, and I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees because I want these lines kind of sticking out. So now I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and I'm going to just move this I'm going to mirror it. Control D, and then mirror this by holding down the control button. See, and then I could mirror it the other way and kind of get this other arch, but that way I need to move this line more so into this line. And you could just keep going. Now I'm making it really big. Let's go Control D, hold down the control button, and see that's going to be the opposite of, it's going to look pretty cool because this is the opposite. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate. And I'm going to have to move. Well, that didn't work exactly like I planned. You know what? Let's try this. Let's see how big this thing is. And it might be because I reversed that. So let's make this with our ratio lock. Let's make it 20 inches. And let's set our nudge factor on 20. Let's see if this works. Control D and make a duplicate. Yeah. See, it's just off a little bit, but that's not bad because they're all about the same off as they were. Trying to get that thing right. Pretty close. Yeah. I messed up. Let me ungroup this. Maybe we can't mirror it. So let's go, you know what? I wonder if we could just go like this. Control D, and then mirror this. That looks pretty cool. Control D and mirror this. Control D and mirror this. Yes, that looks pretty good. Control, I like going and grabbing both of them in Control D. And then when you do that, and what that's doing, so that looks pretty cool. Now what we want to do is we're going to have some broken lines. We're not really broken, but, well, it really looks pretty good. But what you could do is grab it with your pick tool first, then grab it with your shape tool. So I'm going to have to ungroup it all. I don't ever use Control G or Control Ungroup. I just don't ever use it. So let's grab it all, then grab it with well, you know what, I guess because I'm going to have to ungroup all. Take the pick tool, go up to Object Group and ungroup all, which I normally don't like to do. Look at all the nodes. So then we're going to select all the nodes, go up to Object, Dockers, and Join Curves. I've got mine set on 0.1. It doesn't really matter. And now they're going to have better lines. I didn't really have any cracks before. But that's a pretty cool, graphic. I wonder if we could turn the outline to an object and left click, right click. And then let's keep a copy of that just in case this doesn't work. Because this really isn't square. Let's see how our lines look. They look great. So let's group this together, Control G. And let's Control D and rotate it 90 degrees. I mean, look at that. And then let's try to weld this. So you never know till you try. That's pretty cool pattern. Now, some of the objects are bigger and littler, but if we take this and fill it with yellow and take away the outline, put a black box around it, go up to Object, Order, back to page. That looks like it took you hours to draw. Yeah, something's a little bit off because this is different, but who says it's not good? Let's try one more while we're playing, or I'm playing, y'all are hopefully watching. Control G to group it. Let's just try, let's go Control D and nudge it over. No, okay. And what's the distance? Let's take our parallel dimension tool and go like from right there to right there. So we're 1186. Let's just try this. So instead of getting out a calculator, go 11.86 divided by 2, and our nudge will be 5.93. Make a duplicate. That doesn't look like it's in the center. Let's try to weld it. You're going to have a lot more good welding. Boy, that's really pretty nice. I'm going to take it one more step. You're going to have a lot better welding when you have an object over the line. Control D, and let's rotate this 90 degrees. now it's gotten to the fact that it's too busy to be a pattern. Even though that's pretty cool. Let's take this and make it yellow. The reason I do this so you can actually see it a little bit better, hopefully on your screen. So this is going to be extremely busy. Object, order, back a page. And you know, didn't mean to do that. It's too busy, but it's pretty nice. So let's look at this other one. Where we won't be able to see it till I turn it yellow. That's pretty special. I mean, if you really look at it, how different it is. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.